the most hated Christmas miniatures, and today we're going to be unboxing them to see if they are absolute
trash and garbage,
as they have been for the last 2 years. And yes, we have the Miniverse Make It Holiday mystery boxes of tiny Christmas crafts. Each one of these is $18, so it is by far one of the most expensive mystery minis we can get. And just as a reminder of the absolute atrocities that we had to go through in the last couple of years with these, here's a recap. This is a mess. This is what they wanted. This is terrible. I think they have a problem with this set. Everything is wonky. And some of the sand. Oh no, it's sticky! Now this set comes in 4 different varieties with an ultra rare. We can get a roast beef with some kind of green dressing. A snowman multi-tiered cake. Looks adorable. Log reindeers. I feel like this one might actually be a disaster depending on how they did it. And then the ultra rare, which is the Grinch hot cocoa. And this one looks absolutely adorable. Looks really simple though. I feel like they didn't go all out on this one, and I'm really curious if it's going to be any good. And as always, a huge thank you to Mini Mo. I was corrected by you, Grains. It's not Mini Mo, it's mini like small. Mini Mo. For supplying the cheat sheet, because we're going to double check whether or not we got the ultra rare. We'll see. Let me know in the comments which one of these 4 is your favorite and which one you hope we get. Now, there is a way to know what we got because since there's only 4 in the set, we can see every single one we should be getting because it tells us on the packaging, the outer part here. So even though it is a little hard to see it, this one is technically the roast beef. Technically, I say, because the ultra rare can be in any of them. This one in theory should be the reindeer. You can see the little reindeers hanging out here. And again, a little hard to see, but this one should be our multi-tiered cake. You kind of have to just switch it around and try to make it out. There's a little guesswork, but they're there. So that way you don't have to spend $18 and get doubles. Unless you're buying it online, good luck to you. So let's start with the one I think is going to be the roast beef, which in theory, is this one. This one. And according to the cheat sheet, the roast beef should be 105 to 107. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Apparently, the sizing is different depending if you are in North America or internationally because the weights are different. That's new to me. But okay, this one does say 106. So in theory, it should actually be the roast beef.
bruh.
Clearly now we can see it is roast beef.
Bruh.
Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. All right, so right away we can see that the roast is peaking. So we know the cheat sheet for this one is right on. So here we have our little roast. Okay, we need to open this because this looks like real ham. It's flexible. Hang on. Why am I grossed out? This is plastic. It looks real and it feels real. So I don't know why. Why do I have goosebumps right now? Come on, we'll get to it. Don't worry. There you go. And it's wrapped in the little threads. That's cute. I love the details. You can see the little meat flaps. Just kind of flap it. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. And let's get our scissors in. I need really way smaller scissors. Can we get you? Can I have it? There you go. And here's our little meats. We have, oh, 1 slice, 2, wait, is this 2? More slices. And is there another? Oh, another slice. Look at that. Okay, this is looking pretty good. And let's get even closer because I want you to see that there is so much texture going on here. So this isn't just a flat piece. They really did make this whole thing actually feel like ham texture. So that's very appreciated. All right, so we're going to put the meat aside. And then we have the holiday table. And then, oh, what is that? What are you? I don't, okay, we're just, let's take things out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 items. And then we have the table that we can put easily together. And I'm not sure what this is. And then we have the instructional guide. I guess I'm going to take a wild guess and say that these are supposed to be Brussels sprouts. Now, I do like Brussels sprouts. They're kind of like miniature cabbage. I've never seen them come in stems. Do I have to cut them out? Is this even Brussels sprout? We're gonna check the instructions. I have many questions. And I've never had Brussels sprouts delivered like this. Okay. I mean, I just go from the store and pick them. It's miniature cabbage. How can you not like cabbage? I like cabbage. But okay, let's see what else we have. This one looks like it's going to be our utensils. And we have our tongs. We have, oh. But wait, there's more. Oh, we have a fork thingy. And then we have the bow. Now, usually these bows are going to go on top of the actual display just to kind of give it a little bit more character, but I really don't care for the displays. I know many of you Greens do, but for me, I just like to turn all of these into magnets. And then the next item, that is really cute. Many cute things. Hang on. We have this acorn and I'm guessing rosemary leaf. I hate anything rosemary flavored, so if that's the case, bleh. And then we have a cute little display tray that has tiny feet. This is absolutely adorable. Love the design of this. And then this one says, let it snow. And what's in here? You are, pesto sauce. Okay, it makes sense. I was wondering what that green stuff was. I didn't know that pesto was a thing for the holidays, or maybe they're just making it green to kind of match with the Grinch. Maybe, not sure. Let me know your sauce. Let me know your thoughts about pesto sauce is what's trying to come out of my mouth. And it does say snacky snack on top, and we do see the green pesto sauce. Again, all of this is absolutely adorable. And I'm wondering if it's going to have chunks in there to actually show the pesto sauce texture. And then the last baggie says, Happy Holidays. And you are, I guess this is the texture. What, the shrimp? What is, tiny garlics. Oh my goodness, look at it, so tiny. Oh wait, what is this? Where did this come from? It's like a little present. I have no idea what this little thing is, but we're gonna definitely find out with the instructions. Okay, back to the tiny garlic. This is the only reason I could tell that this is actually garlic. So let's open it up. Oh, stop. Stop. Oh my goodness. I love the details. Listen, tiny things are cute, okay? Just because it's cute, it doesn't mean it's functional. I just wanna make sure the projects work because every year I'm so disappointed that Christmas tree, I hated so much. And some of the sand. Oh no, it's sticky! All the pieces of resin are just flaking right off. So here are the tiny garlics. Let's get you out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here's a close-up of them. You can see that they're clearly roasted and the other side is not. So they basically pan-fried half of it. I love doing that when I'm making short ribs. Right now we're not making short ribs, so I'm okay with that. It looks really adorable. And then here we have lemon pepper. And the texture on this looks absolutely adorable. I feel like this is likely what we're going to have as texture instead of the actual pesto. So let's see if I'm actually right. But in order to know if I'm actually right, we have to take out the instructions. Aha. And the instructions seem pretty straightforward. It's telling us to actually cut out, these are Brussels sprouts. Yeah, these are definitely Brussels sprouts. Okay, this display looks really cute, so let's see if we can get it as cute. So step 1, we cut the Brussels sprouts out of the stem. And then step 2, we just add the pesto and then the lemon pepper and then more pesto on the side and then let it cure. Wait, whoa. According to the instructions, we can actually pull out individual pieces of garlic. Stop, is that true? So here's our tiny garlic and oh my goodness, stop. Oh my goodness. We actually have tiny pieces of roasted garlic. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am loving this detail. It is so tiny. I didn't think that was possible. Kudos to you. You get extra bonus points for that. All right, step 1, we're going to take our Brussels sprouts. Now I feel like a lot of these kits are constantly marketed towards little ones because it says 8 and up. But some of these things, especially resin, as I've said since the beginning, should never be for little ones. It should be absolutely, I think, for teens and up. If you do have little ones that are using it, you have to supervise. But okay, how do I cut you? Do I just, hello? Hello? See, this is where I'm likely going to hurt myself at this. Hang on, let's try like this. Okay, we got it. Yeah, this is definitely not. No, this is not for little ones. I need to buy littler scissors. Can you come out? There you go. Is that why they're always cut in a funny way at the store? Okay, we're doing it. And so I went ahead and cut them into different pieces, even from the stem, and then found an angle to cut them in. This was not the easiest. I highly recommend not for little hands because I know I could have slipped easily and hurt myself. All right, now we have our tray. According to the picture, this is what it should look like when it's all put together. However, I feel like I might want to do a remix. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's a huge Reddit thread and Facebook where people take different items, make them into frozen moments or remixes. I think I want to do a frozen moment where we're going to put this fork thingy and stab it through and kind of make like the pesto drizzling from it. So it's kind of suspended in the air. I don't know if I'm going to succeed, but we're gonna darn try. This is gonna be challenging, Grains. It's gonna be very challenging. So even though in theory, that's today's word, we should just kind of put everything like this. You can see I'm dressing it up like a saw, and then just kind of leave these spreaded like a saw, and then drizzle the actual pesto and then call it a day. I mean, it's gonna work, sure, but they don't tell us to put resin on here, which means all of this is just going to fall off immediately. So we would have needed a clear resin. I can tell you already, this project from me would have gotten a 6 on 10 because nothing would have held these together. And don't yell at me because it does not say to put pesto on the actual garlic nor the actual Brussels sprouts. So we needed clear resin, just putting it out there. So now that we got that out of the way, let's make it my way. And here's the challenging part. The first thing I need to do is actually make the hole for where this is going to hold. Now, I don't know if that's traditionally how you're going to be holding a piece of ham, because as a Canadian and as someone from Egyptian descent, we really haven't celebrated Thanksgiving, to be fair. We go straight from Halloween to Christmas. That's what we do. Okay, we got this in, looking cute. I'm feeling it. And I'm only going to be using the items that came in this kit. So for those of you who want to do it, you can do it this way. Now I'm taking this that has the tongs, and we're going to cut out a strip of plastic. We need something solid, Grains. Voila. And, ooh, okay, that flew. We're just going to make a nice, straight, solid piece. Voila. Solid. And what I want from here is for this fork to kind of hover on top over here. So what we're gonna do, this is where it gets a little complicated. We're going to take this piece, bend it, because we're gonna put resin there so that it holds here, okay? This is what we're doing. So now we're gonna take some of our resin, which we haven't actually looked at. I'm a little all over the place. We are leveling up these actual miniatures, so, because I hate these miniatures for Christmas, but we're gonna level them up, okay? Ooh, that does not look like pesto green. This looks like, toxic green. There's no texture in them whatsoever. That's nasty. Okay, they did not give us anything to spread with. They did give us a knife, but that's not a spreader. That's not the spreader. Okay, I'm gonna remove, should I remove you? I'm gonna remove the little fork for now. Voila. All right, so I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to take my little knife with a little bit of toxic. Oh, it's so nasty. It's pesto. I keep calling it toxic, but it's pesto. So we're gonna put a little bit here, like so. And then we're going to take our piece of plastic and kind of shove it right on top. And then we're going to take our light and shine it right on top. Did I say shine right on? We're just gonna put our piece of plastic and then shine it with the resin, with the light. What's wrong with my brain? It's not computing. Basically, I'm hardening the pesto on top of the actual beef. That way it stays in place.
A few moments later.
And from here, there you go. Our piece is held together. So we're going to be using this piece of plastic to actually make the drizzle of the pesto. And we want it to kind of hang in the air. So I'm gonna, hang on, we gotta put this back. Come on, come on. Why is it so hard? Come on, come on. Ah, there it is. Voila. Now we want this to look like that. So what we have to do is do another bend down here and then pull it back up so that it stays in place. This is going to be very top heavy. So we're gonna have to try and balance it as best as we can. Look at that. It's definitely floating. Okay, we definitely have something going on here. Now we need to actually resin this piece down to the tray. And for that, I'm going to hold it from the fork side, put some more of that resin and make sure it's secure from the bottom and then seal the sides with more resin. So basically you do need a UV light like the one I am using because in sunlight you'll never get these results. And voila! Yes, it held in place absolutely perfectly. So now we have a kind of wobbly roast beef ham. I think I've been calling it roast beef, haven't I, Kitty Editor? You can get a roast beef. It's okay, it's ham, I think. I mean, it looks like a roast beef too. It could be either or a vegetarian version if that's what you prefer. Whatever you want. It could be, your imagination has no limits. All right, this is looking really good so far. What I'm going to try and do now is try and layer the other pieces like so. It's looking good. It's looking really good. And they still didn't give us anything to actually spread the resin with. I am very mad that I have to use this knife because it's not the ideal vessel to scoop with. And we're gonna take some of the pesto and we're gonna spread that stuff on top of the pieces. Voila. This is the worst spreading tool ever. Genuinely, a toothpick would have been better. And we ain't gonna cheap out on the sauce. Oh gosh, please don't. Please don't. Just stay. There you go. But now we're gonna take, I hate this tool so much. So much. I want to put pesto on here. I want to make it look like the pesto is drizzling. I'm so mad right now. Let me find a different tool. No, I said I would use everything in the box. I said you know what? I'm gonna use this plastic. No, we're gonna try. This is the worst spreading tool ever. So we're gonna do this. Voila. And we're gonna let that drizzle. Come on. This is the worst. This is the worst. Come on. Drizzle. Okay. It's a little wonky, but I'm doing the best that I can given I am looking through a camera screen and I'm using the worst tool ever because I made promises and my promises stay. And I'm gonna add more and I'm gonna let it fall naturally. Now we're gonna take some of this pepper and I'm gonna put it right on top just for texture. Ooh, that is cute. Bear with me here. Bear with me. Come on. There. We're doing it. I am so nervous. I look composed, but I am not. I am far from it. And we're gonna put our light to freeze the moment.
5 minutes later.
And now you can see this is not stuck on there, but this entire setup is stuck onto the tray because I put enough of the resin both at the bottom and touching the actual ham. I was about to say roast beef again. So this is our frozen moment, looking absolutely adorable. Why is there a cat here? There. This is our frozen moment, and now all that's left to do is for me to put the ham, I was gonna say roast beef, and I could technically put some resin on the side to keep it adhered to the actual base, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to put a little tiny bit of that resin again in between the Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna give it a good mix so that the Brussels sprouts are a little bit coated and stuck to each other, and then put those on the tray. And then take a couple of the cloves of garlic and sprinkle them a little bit of everywhere. That's basically just now plating it, so it looks way better and ready for the final results. And ta-da! Here is what it looks like. It looks absolutely adorable. I love this little ham roast. I mean, initially this is basically a boring project. It doesn't really leave you much to actually create. We're not creating the pieces of ham. We're not making the pieces of actual tiny Brussels sprouts like we did with the Haribo set. If you want to watch that, I will link it down below. We even got to make the tiniest of tiniest gummies. So the Christmas set still so far is kind of lazy, but we did level it up with this frozen moment. I don't know if the other ones are going to allow me to do frozen moments, but let's see what's the next one. Ah, Salty Crafter, I see you are definitely trying to do some last minute gift shopping, but look at this. Shelves are empty, everybody's rushing to get something, and you're still trying to brainstorm what to get for whom. But you know what, Salty Crafter? I have the perfect solution for you because today's sponsor is Aura Frames. Because a gift from Aura Frames is a gift that is personal. More specifically, we're going to be looking at the Carver mat. The design of this mat is absolutely adorable and very modern, and it just seems to blend in any kind of environment. As you can see here, it looks perfect in my living room. It has a 10.1-inch display, comes in a landscape orientation, and comes in gravel and clay. Also, it's their #1 popular frame, and apparently one of Oprah's favorite things. I am no different than you Grains because sometimes I wait last second to find the perfect gift for that specific person that has a little bit of everything already. But I know this person loves taking pictures, loves doing activities, and loves to remember different things they've done throughout the year. So I know exactly who's going to be getting an Aura Frames gift from me, so I'm not gonna say any names. And the reason why the Carver mat makes the most perfect gift for that person who loves memories and sharing them is because it has a high quality display. And wait, it doesn't just put pictures on the screen, it plays live photos and videos of up to 30 seconds. Excuse yourself. It also has an auto dimmer in order to match the vibe of your room. Did I also mention the viewing angle makes it perfect to look at from any angle, so you're getting clear images from any view. And using the cover mat from Aura Frames is so easy. All you have to do is download the app, and you can share photos and videos effortlessly from your phone all year long. So what are you waiting for? For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling cover mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using my promo code NERDYCRAFTER at checkout. That's AURA frames.com. Promo code NERDYCRAFTER. This deal is exclusive to viewers, and the frames sell out really fast. So order yours now to get it in time for the holidays, and of course support the channel by mentioning me, Nerdy Crafter, at checkout. Thank you Aura Frames for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Now let's do the cake. Now we've done so many different kinds of cakes from Miniverse. I'm curious if this is going to be any different, or we could just basically speed through it. Again, these are $18 each. It better give me some bang for my buck. Confetti. Oh, we didn't measure it. All right, let's check the cheat sheet on this one. And for the cake, it's supposed to be anywhere between 108 and 111, and you are exactly 108. Again, I'm not sure why the international ones are heavier. Just let me know in the comments if there's something extra. Really curious. Please.
Oh my God, bro.
And so far, so good. It looks like we are indeed getting the cake. Let's get that off. And, oh, okay, that's interesting. The cake is actually swirly. It's giving Elsa Tower and Monster Castle type vibe. Not sure why. That's just me. Maybe I'm associating everything blue to Elsa now. And then we have this cute table that is actually pretty adorable. We have little snowmen hanging around. They're just like, yay, I'm Snowman. It's Olaf. See, Elsa's coming back. And then we have this instruction sheet, which we don't need. And then we have the other instruction sheet, which we do need. And then we have 1, 2, table, 3, 4 items. So we can just take the table and the underneath part and shove them together. There's our table. And let's start off with this one. I'm going to guess this is our frosting resin. There you go. Here it says sugar frosting. And we have the little Sunny Days character. And here's what it looks like all the way around. I'm not sure if the instructions or the nutritional guides are hiding behind. It is. They covered it. Okay. Oh, that is hard to read. Let's get mega super close here. It says feel goodness, vitamin D, and total what? What? Smiles. Wow, my eyes are hurting. This is so small and blurry. Let's see if you can make it out. It says total smiles. That was so hard to find out, but okay. Let's get this tape off. Come on. Voila. And let's take a look at our frosting cream. Are you thick or are you going to be translucenty like the other times? And okay, you are covered. Oh, this is going to be a little translucent. It's thick, but it's going to be a little on the translucent side. Again, for UV light, it needs to be a little see-through. This one says Happy Holiday, so I think it's basically the same kind of wrapper for all of them. Oh, who are you and why are you wonky? Okay, it says whipped cream, and we have tiny whipped cream. Come on. There. Is that all? No, there's more. There you go. So we have 6 little dollops of whipped cream. Okay, they could have given us the chance to actually make the little whip, kind of like we did with a previous DIY. I think that was the Mini Brands Create, and it was in the Disney one. As you can see here, we were able to make the ice cream swirl because they gave us a piping bag. So they could have done better on this. Again, for $18, this is not cheap. And then, we have the decorations. We have tiny Christmas trees. Well, they're not Christmas trees. They're coniferous trees, what are they called? Pine trees. And they're absolutely adorable and small. And here we have our little snowman. So I'm really curious how we're going to be able to put it. Is it going to have a body, or is the whole body the actual cake? So it's going to be interesting. And here it looks like we have our cake stand. Yep. So this is our cake stand. And the little paper is really cute because we have more tiny little snowmen. I don't know if you can see it, but we have snowmen all over. All over. All over. And last but not least, we have the utensils packet, which I'm guessing is going to have, okay, the bow, the tongs, and then the, oh, this is what we needed. We needed a spreader in the previous one, but here we have a spreader for the cake. And I'm guessing a scoopy? No cake scoopy. You know the triangle one? Kitty editors get that on screen. That one, that you scoopy the cake. We didn't get one. We didn't get one. I'm not happy about it. We cannot do a frozen moment for this, so we're just gonna be making the cake as is. So let's find our cake instructions. That's really basic. And it's always misleading with this because they show that the frosting is basically an opaque white, not a translucent white. They are definitely using a completely different material here. And basically they're just showing to add the resin and swirl it all around and decorate it and then put the snowman on top. So, and in the steps, they're like, just do it like that, harden it, and then put the snowman and then harden it. Okay, let's do it. And even though they do say to start from the bottom, it's actually going to be easier for us to start from the middle. Trust me on this. Just trust me. Oh, look at that. Oh, she's thick. She's really thick. And we're gonna have to harden it more than just twice. So in this case, I'm gonna put the dollop here and make it extra thick. You can see how translucent it is. It is nowhere near as opaque and solid white as the pictures, because we ain't getting that. It's a little on the misleading side. And we're gonna make it kind of fall here. Voila. And we're gonna spin it, and we're gonna add more and spin and add more and spin and add more until we've covered the whole place except for the top where the snowman goes.
A few moments later.
And here's what it looks like. It does look absolutely adorable. A little messy, but you can't control snow, okay? It's just how life is. It goes however way it wants. Listen, I think this is giving it personality. But again, you can see side by side, what they show is way, way more opaque. It's not translucent like this one. As long as you know, you won't be disappointed. And I've known because I have been disappointed. All right, let's get our, ooh, come on, our little snowman. Oh, this is, don't lose the glove. Don't lose the glove. Hang on, okay. We have snowman face. We have the cute scarf. Wait, this is kind of, it's giving Gryffindor vibes. And then the two things I'm really worried about losing, the absolutely itty bitty teeny bitty gloves. Mittens. They're not gloves, they're mittens. We don't want to lose these, so we're gonna put them gingerly aside. And the process for this one is extremely straightforward. We're taking a lot of that icing, putting it on top, and then putting the, hang on, the scarf first. Hang on. This is gonna be tricky because there's no way to actually get the resin cured under the snowman. So the right way to do it, again, this for me would have gotten a 4 on 10 because the way they're showing you to do it would have never hardened because there's no space for the sunlight to go under the head. So we're gonna do this in steps. We're gonna do the scarf first and the mittens, and then we're gonna harden that. That's gonna be okay. And then we're gonna take the snowman, put the resin behind the head to touch the scarf. So it's basically getting glued from behind as opposed to under, because that's never gonna happen. So that's what we're doing, okay? We need to make sure it works here. And then we're gonna harden that again. And ta-da! Here is our little snowman with the Christmas trees and the dollops of cream. It is a little wonky, but I have to say it is pretty cute. I think it's cute. You let me know what you think. Again, I'm still going to give this a low grade just because it's really not that exciting and we don't really get to make the entire thing. So I'll bump it to a 5 on 10. Now this one is one I have probably one of the least hope on because I don't know how it's gonna go together, which is the Yule log reindeer. I'm guessing. I don't think there's resin here, but we're gonna find out together. Again, for $18, $18! This better deliver. In today's age, you can get an amazing craft kit like my Bear Pour Art Kit, which is on sale. You hear me here? We have my bear pork kit that is on sale. So if you do want to grab something for the holidays, whether it's for yourself or someone you know who is crafty, only at $30, you get so many amazing craft projects, including the bears. You get so many different kinds of paint that are ready to be poured. You get the divider cups. You have literally everything you need, including the custom racks for them to dry on. If you're curious about these projects, you can check out Hopescope, you can check Moriah Elizabeth, you can check out Jazza, and of course you can check out my videos. But okay, $18. Let's see what we have here. Nice. Why? Why? There you go. Oh, I didn't weigh it. And we already know that this is indeed the log reindeer, but let's just do the measurement just in case. So it should be between 104 and 106. And I took off all the wrapping, so it is definitely less. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. But it is the lightest of the group. So I'm still guessing there's no resin. Put your bets in the comments, or your guesses, if you can't bet. So let's check you out. We have 2 boxes. These are so cute. We're gonna check out everything once we remove them from here. And then we have the top of the table. And then we have 1, 2, 3 surprises, the warning sheet, and then the instructions and the bottom part of the table. So we can put it in, voila. And let's check it out. For some reason, the mascot in the Happy Holidays here kind of looks like an axolotl. I'm digging the axolotl. If you want to see me do an axolotl project, here's what the thumbnail looks like. Definitely check out the video after this one. I will link it down below. So let's see what we have in here. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's one of those, isn't it? Okay, it's gonna be one of those projects. So we have some ribbons. I'm guessing this is to make mistletoe. So we have acorns, berries, and some stems. And this is what the front of the packaging looks like. And then, what are you? Flocking powder. This looks like miniature rocks to me though, but okay. Let's just trust the process. And then this baggie says, let it snow. And are you resin? You are resin. Okay, it says liquid adhesive. Okay, well that didn't help. I'm still going to guess that this is actually resin. So let's open it up. And you are sealed, okay. Oh, I don't know what this is. That's just weird, but we'll figure this out. If the instructions say that we need sunlight, then it's absolutely resin. And here we should have the utensils. Okay, so we have tongs, we have the ribbon, and okay, we have a mini paintbrush. So, okay. That's weird, but okay, let's follow the steps here. And of course, last but not least, we have our reindeer. Oh, they come in many pieces. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I hate puzzles. I know many of you grains love puzzles, but I hate puzzles. I hate putting IKEA furniture together. I hate puzzles. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have some birch bark with many pieces. I'm definitely going to be following instructions for that. And that's not me being sarcastic. This is weird. Okay, let's check the instructions. Oh, that is resin. So here's what they're supposed to look like. And the instruction basically says to put the pieces together and then glue on the nose, which is going to be a berry. And then we have to glue on everything else. Oh, okay. Step 7 is extremely confusing. We're just putting powder on the nose? Is that what we're doing? I'm so confused. But okay, let me take the pieces. By the way, this is plastic, it's not actual wood. And we're going to take these little logs and put them in here. No? Do you not want to go in here? Yeah, that's the foot. Am I doing it upside down? Okay, there you go. There's one. So basically it's not the flat part up. The flat part is down. 2. Okay. 3. They're pretty snug. And 4. So now we have the base as it's standing. So far so good. Now a piece for the neck. Okay. You know what? I thought this would be worse, but we're doing it. And then we have the head. So we're just gonna keep, oh, don't you bend. Don't you talk too soon either. Come on. Head? No? Wait, there's too many holes here. What? Which is the right hole? Don't take me out of context. Don't take me out of context. I legitimately asking. Look how many different holes there are here. Which one is the right one is my question for the reindeer top part. Stop. Kitty editor, help! Put something wholesome on the screen. All right, I'm going to guess it's this one because that makes the most amount of sense after checking it out. There you go. Because these two are going to be for the actual horns. What are the sides for? Oh, these little thingies. Okay, so this is for here. Ooh, don't. Come on. Please, please. Just get in there. Oh no, and it fell off. Okay. That's why I don't like puzzles, because I'm clumsy. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm just gonna put these side things in first because they're so small and so delicate. And I feel like if I try to put them any other way, I'm gonna lose them. Come on, please. I think we got it. I don't understand how they couldn't just get it built in. Okay, and while we're here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the horns. Oh, and there it goes. You know what? Good riddance. I don't need you anymore. We're just gonna leave this bear here because I ain't about to break my back for a tiny detail. There you go. And into the head and neck you go. This is fragile. This is absolutely fragile, but here it is, looking as it probably should be. All right, now they're telling us to put the reindeer facing this way, and we should take a berry, like so. And this is where our resin and brush come in handy. So we're gonna take a little bit of that transparent resin, shove it here, like so. Take a berry and put it here. There we go. And now we're supposed to harden it. There you go. So we'll be back in 5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
And let's check on it. Yeah, it's definitely staying. So we can move our reindeer this way. And now we need to cut little pieces from our little stem. So there we go. I don't know how big we need to do them. So we're just gonna cut, let's say 4 pieces, 6 pieces. There. And now we're gonna put more of this glue. This glue is definitely, I am not confident that this is gonna stick. I'm gonna put more glue at the base, well, it's resin, because I do not trust. I'm gonna just glue the base of the horns inside. So I'm just gonna do this because I feel it's absolutely necessary. And we're gonna put more like so. And now we should be able to put these on top, woo, without them falling. Just please stay, please. Like this, just please, please. Ah, please. Come here. Okay. I am struggling here. I'm gonna put this here. Put you back. I'm a professional. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just gonna go in manually because those tongs are just making things worse. Where are you moving? Don't move. Don't move. No, that is not, no. No, there you go. Now! There. Okay. Just please, stay on the antlers. Okay, you know what? It's character. We're gonna save this no, you're falling again. Stop it. Stay. Please. Okay, let's just save progress at this point because it's just making me nervous. As much as I'm struggling here, it's kind of cute. I'm not hating this, not fully. I'm kind of enjoying it. So we're gonna put a little bit more here for the acorn tail. We're just gonna plop this right on top and we're gonna harden that too. So let's just put it on there for a few minutes.
Eventually.
Okay, now for the next part, I'm a little confused because even when we look at the end picture, which is here, I don't see the snow effect. Even though the instructions tell us to do the snow effect, I don't see it here. And we have to put a little bit of this on top of the acorn, like this. And then on top of the muzzle, like this. And a little bit on the back, over here. Again, I'm gonna try and glue everything a little bit more with the actual resin because it does not feel stable to me. Kind of like my flare-ups. They're all over the place. Okay, so we have the flocking powder. And now we're just gonna sprinkle it on top. Oh, okay. A little on the, ooh, a little on the, ooh, boy. A little on the back. Hang on. It's okay, it's character. It's character. It's okay. It's okay. It's really snowing today. All right, little reindeer, we're gonna harden and save you like this. It's character, it's fine. And now for the final touch, we have the ribbon, which is going to go around like a scarf. So they gave us 2 reindeers. So I'm just gonna go in and take about a little more than half, because this one's a bigger one, like so. And we just have to put it around like this. Now I feel like we should have probably put a little bit of glue. Yeah, we're probably gonna need some glue. And here it is, our little reindeer. I have to say, I did struggle a little bit, but I did enjoy this more than I thought I would, which is quite interesting to me. I have to say my verdict for this year is that this is probably the better kit of the previous years of the Miniverse Christmas. So it was my most hated, but now it's not my most hated. I don't love it. I wouldn't suggest it for $18, but it's cute. Let's leave it at that. It's a win. Miniverse. Let's just leave it at a truce. Let me know which one of these 3 projects is your favorite. And yes, we did not get the super ultra rare, but I mean, it's a drink. They're usually not that special. We've done so many of them in previous videos. If you want to watch more miniature DIYs, make sure you check up here. If you want to catch something a little different, make sure you check down here. Till then, I will see you grains in the next video.